Hey, what's going on? Karl here with Fit Family Nutrition. So this week we're talking about snacks here on our Facebook page, here on the social media accounts for Fit Family Nutrition. And so I want to give you guys, before we dive into all of the different snacking strategies and the actual snacking recipes and the things I'm going to give you this week and that we're going to give you here for Fit Family Nutrition, I want to talk a little bit about how snacking works and why it's really important to do. Okay, so after a lot of years doing what I do and helping people get healthy, what we've noticed is that there's a balance between not snacking ever, right, and snacking every 2 hours, right? Because if you're snacking every 2 hours, people feel like all they're thinking about food, they're always planning on what they need to eat. It's consuming their mind and it's just taking up too much mental space, right? Too much bandwidth in their thought process. So on the other direction, right? If you don't snack, so let's say you wake up at 5:36, you have breakfast, you don't eat until noon, that's 6-7 hours where you have nothing coming in. And then if you eat at noon, let's just say, and you eat at 5:30 to 6, it's another 6 hours in between meals. And what can happen is you get really, really hungry. What we've seen working with literally hundreds and hundreds of people over the last 10 plus years, thousands actually, is that there's the 3 to 4 hour mark, and if you go beyond 4 hours and you're actually working or you're active, right, you're not just laying around, then you get hungry because you're using your mental energy, you're using your physical body, and you get hungry. And so now if you only eat every 6 hours, from after 4 hours of not eating to 6, you get more hungry and more hungry and more hungry, and then it consumes your mind. And then when you do eat, you typically don't eat as well as you probably could have because you're really, really hungry, and you just pick what sounds good, pick what's gonna taste good. Now, what we found is that if people can snack every 3 to 4 hours, so for example, if you wake up at 6 and if you snack at 9:30, 10, eat lunch at noon, or get in the afternoon, right, you can kind of divvy it up throughout the day. Their metabolism stays a lot hotter per se. They have more energy, they have more mental focus because their body's burning up the food that they ate, and they're not running on empty. And so what's really great about this is it's not that hard to get this system down. And this is one of the things we teach here at Fit Family Nutrition is how to do the healthy snack. But the analogy I like to think of you guys of campfire. I'm sure you sat around a campfire before, and to get the fire started, you don't stack wood 10 feet high because it would smother the fire. And you don't just have kindling because you need to have kindling and then bigger logs on it to get it rolling, right? So let's assume your fire's rolling. And so your fire's burning for 2-3 hours, then what happens? It burns the logs up, burns the fuel up, so now you have less fuel in the fire and the flames go down. So then you throw out another log on the fire, right? And then you throw out another log on the fire every few hours. And so that's kind of how your body works from an energy standpoint, is we want to make sure that you're always having the energy you need and that it's sustainable, right? There's a lot of diets out there right now that people are eating only for 4 to 6 hours a day and completely switching up our evolutionary process from a macro standpoint, all this other stuff. I'm not saying those don't work. I'm not saying those aren't valuable. I'm not saying they don't have their place. But for everyday folks like you and me that just want to feel really good every single day, that are busy parents, that are professionals going out there trying to just do a really good job, sometimes those extreme diets don't always work. And so what we found is people are a lot more likely to stick with this for the long term so they can have consistent results, whether it's weight loss, whether it's energy, whether it's physique and dropping body fat. This is a really good method. Snacking is a big part of that process. And so anyways, this week, Fit Family Nutrition, we're gonna be talking about snacking and how to do it effectively, how to do it efficiently. And I just wanna kind of lay the foundation for you today of this is why we do that, right? And this is why it's important in your daily nutrition. That's kind of the deal. Wanted to come in here for a quick moment. And by the way, if you guys want a quick snacking list of just some healthy snacks that we found that help us on a daily basis, Brooke and myself and a lot of the clients we have, you can click on the link above this video and you can download, or you're gonna go into Facebook Messenger, you can download a quick snack list that we have for you, just to kind of add some value and help solve that problem for you as we dive deeper into this week and beyond, as snacking is a really important topic. So anyways, hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll talk to you soon.